already. Yeah. Bro. Huh? Yeah. Well, I don't know how the fuck you would caught that. It was button.
Best receiver, but not against me, right?
Yeah. They really let me jump that shit. Come on now. I seen this shit. They supposed to let me jump that.
I thought that boy.
Bro, I'm right there.
It might be good. Second quarter with 21 seconds left. Same song, that damn it. No. Yeah, damn. I can. Hey, you gotta catch up, a count up, and put the feet up.
Yeah, I know. I had one. That's what I'm trying to find.
I'll probably take it from you, nigga.
Back.
This shit pissed me off. Bro. But you see how that shit was butt me? Nah, it was good. They were gonna get that time. Oh my god. We want the ball.
Certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
I think this is a free play for Wilson. Steps away to his left. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I
would do
don't even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott. And he finds his target, it's Schultz. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. These two teams all tied after 1. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Rolling to his right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he's got his big tight end here. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Zuerlein now for the PAT. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Lockett the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now Wilson on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Touchdown! DK Metcalf, 37 yards. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Myers connects on the PAT. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it with Carson. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught inside the 15. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there just before halftime. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They go back to Carson here on 2nd. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is now 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Prescott looks to throw on first. Flushed out right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Check.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott, they'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 3rd down, it's Elliott. Oh, Zeke with a quick feet, and he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Prescott on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Not sure I agree with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agree with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Pollard to return from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Or paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game.
The pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes this a 9-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return way back at the 11. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Now Elliott. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Again, it's Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. Prescott off play action. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. Throwing, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And instead of having a one-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Pollard going to try the right side. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Pollard again. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Push him back. 57's the mic. Mark 57.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Prescott to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Hey, 47.
57's Mike.
On play action, Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
57 Mike. What we got? 57 Mike.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And they work this out past the 25. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Here's Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Here's Prescott. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And this one too low.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Man left, man left. Out. 3 down. Kill. Hey, kill. 47.
To throw, Prescott. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Now Dak. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Dak. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. At 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. The 20.
What you doing out there, boy?
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So the victory here for Seattle, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. Start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. A pass underneath for Carson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Now Wilson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Gaskin again on second down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On play action, here's Tua. Eluding the pressure right. 20, 10, touchdown Dolphins. Stephen Carter, 48 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. It's a big play there for Seattle. On 1st down, Wilson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Wilson. Under pressure, they got him again. Jalen Phillips picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Single. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Tua gonna throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. 30. 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 89 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play. To a hit, and the ball is out. And the Seahawks have recovered. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Tua on 4th down. Going deep here for Parker. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Play action. Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Tua. That gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd down and 3. Here's Tua. It's complete to Fuller. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Tua, the final shot before half. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. 2 and a throw again. And that'll be incomplete.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The tackle made by Landon Roberts. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Carson, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jalen Phillips getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. The extra point now coming from Myers. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Will Fuller, 69 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Throw right side complete to Carter. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Off a play action. Tagovailoa. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there for the Dolphins. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when it turns.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Blesson Austin.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Dancing to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They go play action now. Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Another run with Gaskin.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. They find some open field here, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8, and defensively they'll say you can have that.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Third and long, it's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Wilson on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get 1 piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So they were right on target there with a fade to get the 2.
It seems like a low percentage play, doesn't it? Because you're throwing it into a tough spot and there's not much room to come down. But when you have a really athletic receiver and a quarterback with touch, it's hard to defend.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be 1 kneel and then handshakes. Now Tagovailoa going deep here for Parker. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and off we go from Tampa.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Throwing on first down is Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brady. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
He's going deep for Brown. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch.
And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the... ...25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Johnson's got it complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
From just shy of midfield, Tannehill looking deep for Julio. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. Julio Jones, 49 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Bullet good on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jayon Brown gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. After the sack on first down, Brady. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. Brady now on first down. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Now a play fake. Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on second down, Tannehill. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
On fourth down, Tannehill. And it's It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now Tannehill.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Jones is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Brady will look to throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. A Reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Throwing now is Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So the Titans bring the offense back out to go for 2. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalize a little bit on top.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Being chased out left. It's Miller, complete. And all the way down to the 5. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Again, it's Brady. Steps away to his left. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Brady's throw complete there to Johnson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From midfield, here's Brady. And he's able to find Miller. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
Buying time to his left. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Running right through him, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
Play action, it's Tannehill. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Henry. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads.
Yeah.
When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolled,
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
and accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Here's Tannehill. Looking downfield for Jones. And this will be caught at the 30. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run. It's Henry. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. On 1st down, Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to air one out.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. It's complete to Brown, right side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Brady. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, Antonio Brown can wreak havoc in so many ways. Here he's able to cause a PI penalty.
He runs at defensive backs with such speed and power. I think it creates panic on their end, and a lot of times they just reach out and grab him, and that's the result there, a pass interference call.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And Brady's throw there incomplete.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And at this stage, in the 4th, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery. They begin with Henry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. The give is to Bell. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Bell will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Tannehill.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Throwing Tannehill.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to let it fly.
Alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the net. So probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 81 yards. And the Seahawks on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Wilson going to throw for it. That's caught. And it's very quickly 8-0. Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for 2 to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit him with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for 2. They did. They're in control.
And able to get this out to the 25. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdes-Scantling. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling. And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones from 4 yards out. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game. Touchdown. Here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Play action. Now Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They go play action now. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Throwing again here, Wilson. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Second down and goal. Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Flushed under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Carlos Dunlap. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Rodgers going to throw. A check down here to Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lewis. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Play action. It's Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Third and long, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Switch. 26 Mike. Get the ball. 26 Mike.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I'm going boxing. 26 months.
Rodgers again now. He's to the 10. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown! Rodgers finding Valdez-Scantling. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 2nd and goal, Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
26 months.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. After the interception, here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They go play action with Wilson.
He lets it fly for Lockett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. From the 45 on 2nd down, Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. To try again after the sack. Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Check back. Right there.
Now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And it's intercepted in the end zone. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Well, it's not every day you see a defense pick the ball off and already have 6 points without moving.
And on that play, no distance to run. Similar play, although it didn't happen right in the end zone, but you remember that Washington-Los Angeles Super Bowl where Joe Theismann tried to throw the screen pass? I can't remember the number, but he tried to throw the screen pass, and Jack Squire got it with no one around and just waltzed in and pretty much broke their backs. That's a similar play, although this one didn't have to run at all.
Here we go. Stats guy Johnny on the spot. Super Bowl 18, 38-9. It was in Tampa. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. Rolling to his right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 31 yards. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail to try for 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, it's Taylor. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. 26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Rodgers now on 1st down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them. And not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
26 Mike, check, 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 check. 26 Mike, 26 Mike.
You must be dreaming.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Come on, push him back.
Rodgers to throw once more. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Here's Rodgers to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Let's go! Let's go!
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing now is Wilson. Flushed out right. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a...
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
So now a two-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw is Rodgers. Pass complete, it's Adams. And he'll manage to get out of bounds. It's a first down. And the clock stops with just over 20 seconds to play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And it's complete to Adams. And down to the 20. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 42 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. 2nd down at 4. Rodgers to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
Now for the all-critical extra point. And he's got it. No problems there. The extra point up and good, and we are headed to overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
And nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Now it's Lockett.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. On 1st down, Wilson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you can almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath. And boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And it's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.